I'm back. Oh my gosh.
Wow. What a long lunch break.
No. It, since it's my first live, I never experienced something like that. So what should I do? You know what? While we were like doing the conversation, I felt like the power was going down twice, and I saw the lights going down, down, and
Right.
then suddenly,
Wow. So yeah, that's when I started losing you and the little thing started going in circles. I was like, something's going on. But it happens. I mean, every podcast person I've dealt with, something's happened because we're
oh
dealing with something we can't control. We
yeah,
just put ourselves out there and hope we get a clean, clear connection for an hour or so.
it's true. That's what I was like, oh my gosh, what now my first podcast, what are you gonna think about me? You're like, oh
No, but you came back.
no. Yeah. And then I wasn't able to call you to make any calls or do any text message. It was totally weird because yeah, no even text message, no call. My
Well,
phone was off.
I called you and it went straight to voicemail.
It was weird, totally weird. And okay, we are back.
We're back.
We live with Dani Ke'lly and Victor Orlando. Sorry for the unexpected situation with my internet
Interruption.
interruption. A little pause for break for coffee, maybe, right?
That's a
Maybe we can
long
go to
coffee
the
break.
yeah, maybe we can go to the backstage,
Right,
some
right.
sort of, and come back.
Hair, makeup, come next, and action.
And action, totally, totally. Oh, but so I want to go back to what you were talking about the industry between 7th, 8th, 2023, and
Right.
the difference. We talk about gig. That's how you express about gig is a gift of God for you and for all, I believe, all the artists, because
Yeah, yeah.
we live day by day. We never know what's coming up,
And
right?
it's not just us. If you look at it, there are three levels of musicians. They're
Mhm.
your local club, living in every city, USA, living in every city world, that are hustling and scrapping for gigs, weekend gigs every day. That's that level. Some are never going to get past that level because they don't want to, because they don't see anything. Then there's that next level where guys are going out, they're going on tour, they're going in this, that, and the other, playing with whomever, coming back home, and it's like a book. It just closes up. It dries up. But they have gone out and made decent money, and they're on that list of, well, hey, call such and such back. First call, first call this person. They're on that level. Then, of course, you got your Earth, Wind, and Fires, your Mariah Careys, your Beyoncés, this, that, and the other. They've gone through both levels and they have acquired enough that they don't have what we on the second and third level, first and second level have, but they have their own share of getting roller coaster situations. They're
Exactly.
not left out of the equation.
A lot of bigger than our situation, right?
Exactly, because
So
the higher up you go, the more problems you're going to get.
yeah, they can gain a lot, but lost
Yeah,
tremendous amount. It was like it was just one. We have something happened with Taylor Swift in Brazil.
yeah, I saw
Did you
that.
hear about? Was all over the news.
Yes,
All everybody loves Taylor Swift, right? The kids go crazy in Brazil. She's really had a big following in Brazil, and then because of the temperature was too hot, like it was even above what you have in Brazil in Rio. Happened to her concert to be
hmm
on the days, the most hot days of like the past 15, 16 years in Brazil, 20 years in Brazil. And then this was something out of, of that luck. And then she had a lot of problems, right, with the heat. happens to have a problem with one of the fans who died of the heat and a lot of complications. Yeah, like like the artists small, they lose small, they gain small, but the bigger ones, they have no control of the situation most of the time,
Yeah.
because most of the time they get the contracts from third party contracts, and they have not too much control, right,
Right.
on
Right.
to bring themselves. And yeah, it was really hard at that couple weeks ago when I was watching all the news about Brazil and Taylor Swift. Was difficult. And
Yeah.
yeah, but we do also have our struggles
We
on
have our
our
struggles on our
part.
level. Yeah. But
Yeah.
what happens is from 78, 79. Like I said, a gig is a gig. So it's just through economy, the money changes. Could be, it went from $50, $75 a gig. And we thought that was, now they're doing 175, 150, 200, 250 a gig. And it's like, yeah, that's that middle level of musicians that are making that.
Hmm.
You go on tour, there's a whole contract with a certain amount of money, 1,200 a week for 3 shows, that whole thing. And that's another level. So it has progressed, but the meanness, the egotisticalism, the all of that stuff is still in it. It's still in the mix.
Hmm.
You just have to learn how to swim through all of it, play, get paid, and get out.
Yes.
So that's what I that's my concept from 78 to now. Play, get paid. It's going to be a fight to get paid what we're worth. So make sure whatever you get paid is worth it, and then get out. Don't wallow in it and try to change it and try to. You can't. It's going to be what it's going to be.
Hmm.
Even the big guy. I mean, I've watched my A-list artists. I've sit back. I'll sit in the corner and like, oh, such and such is going through. Oh, snap. There's
Hmm.
nothing I could do about it 'cause it's not my group. But I
Hmm.
just watch it happens to them on that level too.
Yeah.
So if God blesses me, I always say God is my accountant, and He's not going to give me something that's going to break me.
Hmm.
He's not going to give me. I can only break me and take a broke gig. God is not going to give me that. If somebody calls them and say, "Hey man, I got this gig, it's not paying, won't come sit in," that's on me to go do that. But if God has somebody call me and say, "Hey, we got a tour," I mean, there's many times, Danny, I was down, destitute, desperate, all of the words that go with it, laying on the bed going like, oh my God. Then the phone rings, says, I have a tour with Bobby Womack for 3 months. You want to go? I'm like, where did that come from? Oh my God, bam, I needed that. And there it went. It took off and got me from that level back up and gone again. So in between 78 and 23, there's been lots of moments that way. And the economy COVID has really knocked the money back down to
Heat.
where even the middle section of people are not getting decent money anymore. And God forbid the lower level section of guys. You may see them a lot and a lot and a lot on Facebook, but they're not making any money.
Yeah.
They're just going from gig to gig to gig, paycheck to paycheck, trying to patch them together. But we have the biggest gift of all. We're giving music to the world.
Yes.
The world is just not reciprocating to us.
Exactly. That's what I think about arts.
Yes.
We don't live without arts. We don't live without music,
Yeah.
right? The
Yeah.
only thing it is the how I say the division, and then also the value. It is scaled on a different way, levels, and that makes a big discrepancy between artists. Because if it's like a lucky, right? You got lucky, you got more, you got lucky, you got less, and it is like a gamble, right? It's a game. And but I I see that a lot of people, they don't give enough value for themselves, and then that's why also is a problem, because if they don't give enough about value for them, the talent, they let people pay less, give less value, and it will affect another talents, another professionals on the industry.
Right.
And then I know, because I experienced this. As much I want to make it higher and show my culture, the dancing, what I do is a value, the value of the visual value, the compensation value. I had a lot of people going less, and that was not taken from me, was taken also from the the
Right.
the whole group, the whole image. And then there are people they come because they wanna get business, they wanna get, so they go less, and then there's a aggregate to the undervalue the professional and the people who it is for a long time on the industry, working hard to make the living.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is unjust, it's unequal division, right? But it is not so unified. It's very
Right. But we're not like SAG-AFTRA, that's for sure.
yes,
We should
yeah,
be. I just had the conversation yesterday. If musicians were like SAG-AFTRA, we could shut down a whole lot of this
it's
and
true.
have stuff. But it's more musicians in the world, pretty much, than any organization of work. There's
Yeah.
musicians in every country, in every state, in every city, in every town. There's musicians. And it
Mm-hmm.
goes back to the Bible when there were musicians then.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always been musicians. So we have been there as a need for the longest.
Yes.
But like you said, people don't value us, and then we don't value ourselves, or not
Yes.
us, but the musicians, and they undercut other musicians. They pull you down, they hold you back from trying to do what you're just trying to do. But like
Mm-hmm.
I said earlier, I just get the gig, do it, and move on. And
Mm-hmm.
make my way through all of that. I've been doing it long enough to make my way through it. I can see it coming at me. I can see a person that's trying to stop me, hold me back, hold me down. I can see a person, okay, this dude is not going to pay me what I'm going to ask for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to, A, either waste my time, or B, I'll get what I think I need, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll take it, do my gig, do my job 1,000%, and then move on, because that's all we can do. We it's too many of us. If we start if we don't all take a stand, the ones that do take a stand will get knocked down and
Exactly.
trampled over and discouraged, and they will fall off of their roller coaster ride, and you'll never hear from them again.
Exactly. And then it is a small group, right? Because if you do here, gonna something happen, people you know, and you won't go back anymore, or you go lower level.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. And yeah, everybody knows each other anyway, right? It looks like
Right.
it's not such a big board. This is a small board.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
But I've managed, and not just me. There's a lot of people that I can see and know have man. Anytime they say this artist has been in this 3 decades, 4 decades, 5 decades, that means they've been in it a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and they've made something um, conscientious to the culture, to the music culture. They contribution to the culture. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like I've been in it 51 years and I've just beat on drums in a club somewhere in the city, and that's it for 51 years. I have
Yeah.
albums out, I have movies out, I've worked with a lot of people, and God gave me all of that stuff. And each one of them means something. It branches you to the next person. I just played for Maxim magazine, and I played for a bunch of Brazilian samba dancers, and
Yeah.
all I could think about was you.
Thank you.
Yeah, all I could think about was you. That
That's
bridge of, I wouldn't have even known how to do that if I hadn't have gotten with you, and that bridge of the rhythms and the sound and them dancing. And a lot of them, when dancers come over and they dance to what you're doing, you just brought something to what they're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa. I'm playing, I'm like, oh, look, salsa dance is the same. You play off of their rhythms, off of what they're dancing to, and it enhances. So both of you enhance each other. And when I did that, I was like, all I could think about, dang it. Oh, we played the Congo Room the last time downtown.
Yeah, so the carnival I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
visited. Yeah, this was a lot of work, and
yeah,
yeah, it was amazing, and I enjoy. It was of my few productions, and yeah, and I had the honor to have you at the stage with us, and
yeah.
the Brazilian drummers and you was
The
it was
little battle we
fantastic.
had, the little battle we had.
Yeah. Now I love the battle. I'm
Yeah.
totally for the battles. Like as I love drumming. I love the drums. My experience in Brazil, my first time experience in Brazil, I was relating to your story about the drumming on your heart because I was a little kid, and then my mom took me to the parade in the morning, like because in Brazil the carnival it starts at nighttime and the parade and it goes to the next morning, right? So I believe it
Mm.
was around 6 a.m. and then I 6 7 a.m. I walk with my mom to the parade because and then I felt like my heart was beating so strong. It was like my heart was something separate from me and was taking their own life, And
Hmm.
what was coming through was like, I
It
was
was up
not
to, it was,
breathing.
yes.
Yeah, what was the feeling? I could identify what was feeling at that time. But
Right.
after many years, and like, now I know, I'm passionate about drumming and the
Oh,
drums
yeah.
and it's life. It's like primitive. It's a primitive, one of the first movement sounds that was drumming.
Right,
So
right.
it's
Yeah.
I think it's part of us.
Well, you,
Yes.
you said the parades. I remember we in Dallas, we had lots of parades that we went to, every year for whatever the situation was. And of course, when the drums went by, like you said, it was up to here, it was here. Those drums was in my stomach. The boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh, that feel. But see, it's weird. I could look around at a bunch of people, and they wasn't getting the same feeling or effect that I was.
Mhm.
And when me and my brother would stand on the side waiting for the parade to come down, Danny, I tell you, I could hear the drums a million of miles down the street. Here comes the drums. You could just hear them. And from that little sound,
Mhm.
way, way at the starting of the parade, they finally got to you, and all I could do was smile. And
Oh,
then finally being able to be in the parades and being that, I knew what I was giving out to other people. It was just a
nice,
great feeling that,
wonderful.
yes, a wonderful feeling.
Yeah, I know. So, Victor, tell me more now. From now after we went through all this 2023 was very difficult, was hard. What do you see for the future? What do you see like you helping kids, helping other artists, coming up with a new project? What's coming next from Victor Orlando?
Well, I didn't know I was going to be whatever I was going to be, and all of the little side things that went with it. In the beginning, all I thought was, I'm just going to play drums.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing came that you're not just a conga player, you're not just a drummer. You're giving a gift back. God gave us the gift, and now I'm giving it back to people. And I didn't know that that's what I was doing until somebody came up, like what you were saying a minute ago. Somebody come up, I felt that felt good. I love it and made me feel good. I was down before coming to your show. Now I feel so happy. I'm up. I'm like, really? We did that? I did that? So I got a lot of the really, I did that from people coming up saying stuff that I did that I didn't know I did. And I'm like, okay, that changed my perception on what I do when I do a gig. When I do a gig, I'm not just doing a show and I'm not just playing. I want to present the gift, I want to put a bow on it, and I want to hand it to everybody in the audience. So
Mm-hmm.
you have something to take home that you can't, that you spent your money for. You just bought a gift. Well, I gave you a gift. You're not leaving empty handed. So from that, I knew I was giving that. And then the cancer thing came. I said to myself, I want to be an advocate to all Black male musicians first, and then other male musicians also. I wanted to start a foundation for prostate cancer testing so the guys can get tested. Because I always use this example. If I got just 10 guys out of the audience, or 10 guys, musicians that I know, put them in a circle, say, do you know what your numbers are? No. Do you know what your numbers are? No. Do any of you know what your numbers are? Maybe one that has insurance that gets his regular checkups. Maybe that one guy. That
Yeah.
one guy that has a wife that keeps on him about getting a checkup. But the other nine wouldn't know. So I was one of the other nine before I found out.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I'm going to be an advocate to talk to guys and find out. And since then, there's been three other guys that I know, four, one died, unfortunately. Three other guys that I know that had cancer after me
Mm-hmm.
talking to them, but they got their numbers and they got taken care of. But I wanted to set up a foundation to pay for those other nine guys that didn't have insurance. Just come get your shot, check your numbers out, and take it from there. So
Yeah.
that was one thing I wanted to pass on. Then I got a call from a girl to come and play for the special needs community, Down syndrome, autistic kids. They have a park thing every year, 3 days of it. And I'm on the third day. I bring my drums out to the park. I play to recorded music. And then the first year I did it, I said, I'm going to surprise these kids
Mm-hmm.
because I'm going to surprise them. I'm going to have a bag of percussion and I'm going to let them play with me. And they lost their mind. And then
Oh.
I had them come up and I let them play on the drums.
Oh.
And they, I said, well, if anything happened, the organization buy me a new set of drums. That's the first thing. But I say, you want to play? Come on, come play with me and play this. And they start playing. And then some will just out of their Down syndrome autistic mind will just start creating. And I let them because I have two high functioning autistic boys. So I
Yeah.
know what's inside of them on a creative level is not nowhere near what's on inside of us on our creative level. They have a whole nother creative thing inside of them. So I let all of them do what they do.
Oh,
And
this.
then another friend asked me to come to the school and do career day and bring my drums. So everybody talking about doctors and nurses and lawyers and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, this is a career choice also. And once again, I played for the kids and I said, now who wants to play? Who wants to play on my drum? Hands and hands. I said, okay, line up. We're going to do this in order because none of these were special needs.
Yeah.
They were just special.
It's
Line
special.
up. Yeah. Line up. And I'll let you come up for 15 seconds and play on the drums.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost it. It blew their mind. Never happened before. Didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't know it was going to happen, but I knew I was giving something to a bunch of kids. And then somebody else called me and I did the senior citizens place. Go in with a three-piece and for their lunch hour, they're sitting around and enjoying it. But you know their number one song they wanted me to play and sing?
No.
God Bless
Oh,
America
wow. Wow.
on percussion, and I'm
Wow.
singing, but it was because most of them were Russian, Armenian, Persian, black, white, that that's what was in their head. They
Mhm.
wanted that song at more than one senior home.
And the kids, or what age are the kids?
The kids in the programs were 10, 10 on up, 10 up
Really
to
interesting. They have this civic strong, like they want to sing the song, and in America, that's tells a
No,
lot
no,
about.
no. The senior citizens wanted "God Bless America," and
Oh,
the special needs kids would tend up to like 15.
okay.
They would 10 to 15 in the special needs autistic Down syndrome kids, and they wanted to play. I go to the
Mhm.
old folks, the senior citizens homes
They
back
want
in the, and they
America.
wanted "God Bless America"
Yeah,
because they were happy to be in America.
yeah, but of
And
course, yeah.
yeah, so we played it, and they loved it. And I actually had a couple of guys. One guy said, "Oh, I've been in there a long time. I have some bongos. Can I play with you?" I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna work, but come on, bring him. He went back to his room and he sat out in the audience and played with us. And
Yeah.
but I saw that brought him so much joy to do that. So I'm like,
It is like you can see like when you went to the cities and people from all over the world, right? Another or how you say cultures, and they come and they say hang on you like can you play this song? I'm so thankful to be here. You
right,
don't know, you know. It is amazing this exchange of information, and that's how the music transform people's life and
yeah,
feelings to the way they can relate it to you, that you come, you just show me this song that we all in collective love that. So
right,
it's amazing feeling. I believe I can feel how you felt at that time because you are
yeah,
from here, and you see people coming from other countries and tell you like just tell me more about this country. This is great. And
it is great
yeah,
feeling.
yeah, I'm an immigrant. I'm a first generation from my family to America.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm
So,
a first generation musician. I went
uh-huh.
through a lot of the get a job, get a job, get a job stuff,
Hmm.
and I didn't. When I graduated, my mother said, "What college was I going to?" And I said, "Every stage that I play on from here the rest of my life will be college. And every day that I go, every day I wake up, I'm going to college to learn something. If I'm not playing on the stage tomorrow, I'm writing charts, I'm creating songs, I'm thinking about music, so I'm learning. And then my test will be when I get a gig and I perform it and I do what I'm doing. There's my test. If everything works out, I got an A. Let's move on to the next
You
course."
could not understand, right? Your artist way of life because yeah, it's just only artists know that you
Right.
cannot translate or tell how this they don't know it's a black and white. It is how it is and how to follow the path, but
Yeah.
artists.
We're a different kind of person.
Yeah.
God knows what he was doing when he put certain things in certain people that would we're if we weren't the people giving them these people their gifts, they would be sitting on the couch wilting away,
Yeah, no.
which is like the senior citizens homes. If we didn't do that once a month, every 3 months, not just the senior citizens homes, I got called to do a program in prison. In
Mm,
prison, the
amazing.
program was called Arts, which is what we do, Arts in Correction, which they were in prison. So we would go in, and it was for a whole week. I was doing a prison. We would go outside on the yard where we would come and play for them 2 times a day. And I did it at two different prisons. But these guys didn't have an outlet, and we were the outlet musically.
They put it over there, all the stress and what
Yes,
they need
yes,
over
yes,
there. That's
yes.
a good program. I heard about this. Also, they're going to college now too. They are graduating now,
Hmm.
but they're trying to change, right, and to make new programs. So, how long have you been there doing this program on
Oh, the arts in correction was maybe 10, 11 years ago. And I don't know if it got shut down, but we did our shows, and then nothing else happened. Actually take that lie back. After that, maybe 6 months later, I got called to do the women's prison. That was scary.
Wow.
That was scary. That was
You almost
scary.
squared the woman's prison than the men's prison.
Yeah, the woman's prison. Because I got this, and I'm kind of like that.
Oh no,
Oh, it went there.
Victor,
No, Danny,
no.
it went there. It went there. And I was like, I'm scared to be in here. But we did our job. They enjoyed it. Um, it was fun. It was fun. I actually have a T-shirt from the prison I got a long time ago,
Okay.
just as a memory of I
Oh,
did do that.
oh, nice.
But
Nice.
yeah, I give anytime somebody calls, and there's a lot of people that call and ask, "Do you do this? Will you do this? Can you do this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, if I'm not booked or busy, yeah, because I know giving back to everybody is,
Mhm.
I used to teach. I teach a little, but the way I teach, you have to have drums because I'm not going to leave my drums with you. uh, and if you are serious about wanting to learn, your parents would get you drums or you would have drums. But most of the time people are saying, could you teach my kids this, that, and the other? So if they're around, I'll play. Oh, I used to teach at school. I was a school teacher.
Wow,
And
you multifaceted, do everything, multitask. Ta, 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 ta.
I didn't know I was going to be one. I was working on my first CD and I needed money to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I played softball, and my coach said, "Hey, I'm at the school, and if you want to come work, you can work at the school on the after school program. That thing that was from 2 to 6."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "I don't want to work at no school. I don't." He said, "And it pays this such and such and such." Oh, okay. How do I get the job? But he was the man. He was the leader, so he got me on at the
Wow.
school. So when I came in, he said, "You can do whatever you want to do."
So you rock and roll, the school, you rock and roll.
We
Rock and
said, I
roll, the
said,
kids, school, you change
"Yep."
everything through
What
music.
well, no, when I came in, I said, "We will have 1 hour of acting, 1 hour of music, and 1 hour of homework." So
Nice.
that's what I ended up doing. Actually, it was the other way around. We did the homework first, got that all out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Victor, what's 3 plus 3? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How much? 6. Go back. Coach Victor, how much was
What fun.
So I knew what
Okay, tell me
teacher.
one thing. What's the most challenge? Working at school for the middle school or doing a gig in Hollywood?
The gig is very stressful. Well, the gig is fun. The job is fun. The
Yeah.
pre stuff is crazy. The
Yeah.
school was fun with the kids, but some of the I didn't even have to deal with most of the LAUSD stuff because Tim said I can come in and do my own curricula. So
Mm-hmm.
I went in and did what we did, the hour of acting. I was they wanted to be actors because they knew that's what I did. I said, well, everybody, I put up something. I put up a bottle of something, bottle of ketchup. I said, your homework, go home and write me a 30-second commercial. You're going to sell this ketchup tomorrow. So that's what I had them come and do. The music thing, we actually learned Oye Como Va from
Mm-hmm.
Santana. And
Fiore,
that's, and
come back.
yep. And I taught them the rhythm. And then at the culmination of the school year, that's what, and ladies and gentlemen, Victor Orlando is going to present the kids. And we did Oye Como Va. It was
Nice.
all fun. It was,
Yeah, I believe so. I
it
believe
was
so.
all fun.
So, Victor, I'm so happy to have you here. And then we made it, even though we have like a 5, 10 minutes intermission. My heart was down. This was such interesting and so much fun conversation. I'm really happy that you had accepted my invitation.
No brainer.
It's like you helped me break the ice.
Right.
I'm like, yes. And then I just want one thing from you right now. Give him one special sentence. I guess special sentence like a inspirational sentence to close our interview.
An inspirational sentence. Well,
Yes.
if you do what you do, everybody has that, what they do. Do it to the best of your ability. Let God pay you because man is not going to pay you what you're worth. And God is not going to send you out there to work for free every day. But do what you do, and God will see that, and you will get rewarded to that. If you're not getting rewarded financially, you'll get rewarded through the experience. Like I said, I've done stuff, and the experience has been like, you know what? I could not have gotten paid enough money to do what I just did. That's a feeling you get. And but if you go in it wrong, thinking you're going to be a millionaire and you're going to make money, and every gig has to pay, and you got to have this amount of money every time, you're going to fall off that roller coaster daily.
Sure.
You have to go on it and through life see what's going on it. The young people now, they're not even on the roller coaster. They're just running rampant in the park. They don't know what we've gone through until
Yeah.
until they get on that roller coaster and deal with what we've all gone through the periods that we've gone through it. And just because you came up with a beat in your bedroom doesn't mean you're a musician. Just because you danced at your mom's party doesn't make you a dancer. You got to go through what we've gone through to be what we're
It
going to
is
be.
the discipline to take discipline, like you make every day one step after another step. It's a
Yeah,
discipline, right? You have to be structured to do what you're doing constantly. It does not come from yesterday, right? It takes
right,
years and years of building a reputation and skills. Your skills has to be skilled, right? You have to um, like learn more, study more, practice more too, and also not only that but respect, right? Respect is, I believe, is the to communicate, how to deal with the clients, also with your friends, also with the band, timing. It is a is all together. It's just not one rice. It's like a pot. You put all the ingredients and
yeah.
you create the artist. It's
And you
true.
look up one day and a year has gone by, and you blink and 51 years have gone by.
Hmm.
But if you open your eyes and you're still doing it, that's when you get the claps.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You made it in Hollywood for 51 years and you're there. Because we know a lot of people's a lot of histories, and that is, it is really scary sometimes.
Yeah,
And then you, I believe with your path and with your faith, that's what holds you strong. And God has a contract with every one of us, right? So you're accomplishing your contract. That's
I'm
amazing.
fulfilling it. Thank you.
Congratulations! I'm so happy to be your friend, and I'm really thankful, grateful for you be here with me. And this afternoon, you could be doing a lot of stuff, and and believe on me. So thank you, Vitor,
Oh,
and
no
then
problem.
and thank you also for our audience because you have a lot of people there earlier.
I saw, yeah, I posted it and you posted it a lot, and some of my friends
Yeah,
came on. Drums for Success is on now. But
thanks.
I'm still doing stuff. It's not ending after this phone call. Today is
Busy.
Sunday.
You're
I'm
busy.
gonna take a deep breath and get ready and get started on the rest. I have a New Year's Eve gig, so I already have that.
Where is your New Year's Eve? Where?
It's in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah.
Great,
And
great.
then I when I got through with my last gig, it left it's a depressing feeling. I'm finished. I don't know what else to do. And then I'm like, no, what is gonna happen? I don't know what. And then I started thinking. I started creating. I said, that's what I'll do. It's Christmas time. So it's calendar time,
Yeah.
Danny. It's calendar time.
And
I
so where's the calendar? I want to post some awesome, nice.
and
It's
then
a nice gift.
on one side is the calendar, and on one side is the. So this is the calendar from 2021
Okay.
during the COVID time, and so
Oh,
this will
beautiful.
be at the top, and then the numbers will be at the bottom.
Okay.
So those calendars are in production right now. Should be ready.
Send me the link
I'm gonna
so
send you the link.
everyone can go and click and check it for Christmas. It's
Yeah.
an amazing, gift for Christmas, New Year's. You can do in the
Yep.
office,
Oh, yep.
friends, family, everyone.
Well, it's a Victor Orlando and Fungiala calendar. Most of it is concert footage that I was doing.
Hmm.
I did it that year, and everybody loved them. I did it for a while, and then I stopped, and then I let it die out. And then the creative thing said, "Do your calendar again." I was like, "Okay, let me get on it right now." So
Hmm.
with that, my creativity kept going and kept going. I booked me another gig. I've already booked my first show for February 2024.
Oh,
So
wow.
I got that in. And so just either follow my page on Instagram 7, Victor Orlando, or Google. You can Google my, not Google. You can go to my website. I have music on there. I have videos on there, victororlando.com.
Yeah, I will put the link under the all the videos that you post during the week for
Yes,
after
yeah.
editing, and everybody can go and know, like, call you, text you, hire you for all the parties. Guys, you will miss it. He's so much fun on the stage. It's a live in concert with Orlando. Totally.
Well, I want you back with me one day.
Yeah. Okay. Now I will be presenting. Is that okay? Okay. Like, Victor Orlando. Victor. No dancing. Victor. Yeah, I will present on the stage. That's
Okay,
I take that gig. Yeah.
I can
But
get you for the
dancing, I'm
MC.
not that sure.
I can get you for the MC then.
Count with me. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Well, I
can
have
call
you.
us for.
I'm gonna book you for my birthday party next year already.
So, am I approved as a MC, as a host? Am I approved, guys?
You just got through hosting your first podcast.
Oh!
Yay! And you did a wonderful job.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. And thank you, everybody. I want to end it now because we are past the time. But thank you, everybody who watch us, Victor and I. We are really extremely grateful for you guys. And then before we go, next week, Sunday, December 10th, we have another friend, Erica, with her designers, her t-shirts. So it's gonna be another podcast, and I count with everybody here at just 4 p.m. next Sunday, December 10th. And thank you, Victor.
You're
So
welcome, Danny.
send me the link. Sorry, I still have my cold.
I
I'm not
know you'll get
100%.
rid of it this week.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, but no problem. Let's stay in touch as always, and I love you, and we'll keep in touch, and you
Me
take
too.
care.
Love you. Oh, bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Have a
Thank you,
great summer.
everybody, for
Bye,
tuning in.
everybody. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.